Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is JGOD. In today's video, we're going to focus on the best class setup for the MX9 in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This is the first SMG that you unlock with the game, and since it has been highly requested in the comment section in a lot of the recent vids, I decided to make a video on the best class setup for this weapon. Recently, I've actually been running into a lot of people using the MX9, and I felt like I was getting melted, and then I experimented with the weapon, and it felt weak initially. Then I had to kind of experiment with all the different class setups, and I ended up landing on this specific one. And the best class setup for the MX9 that I decided to go with was an ELO sight, rapid fire, suppressor, and hybrid mag. In case you're not a fan of suppressors, you can actually drop the suppressor for a stock in case you want to go that route. And as you can see, I went ahead and used that stim shot with tac mask, gung-ho, and dead silence. I even went ahead and experimented with different perks. This is my typical go-to for the perks when I only have 3 slots available, but you could easily get rid of gung-ho and dead silent and put on scavenger in case you want the extra ammo, or drop tac mask for scavenger. So there's a lot of variables. It just depends on what you want to do, or if you want to run dexterity instead of gung-ho, completely up to you as well. Obviously, you know your perk preferences, but this is a good starting point. So I pretty much covered the why you clicked on the video, and that's the best class setup. Now I'll go ahead and give you a breakdown on how to actually use this class setup and the gameplay going on in the background. If you have enjoyed the video so far, or you enjoy any part of the video, make sure you hit that like button so we can get this video over 500 likes. And if you're brand new to the channel, I typically cover Call of Duty news, in-game updates, best class setups, subscriber breakdowns, as well as other tip and trick videos on how to improve at Call of Duty. So if at any point you do enjoy the commentary, make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on so you can find your way back to the channel. So far for the opening rush, I pushed to the right side and got an easy little double kill. Now I'm just kind of pre-aiming this area, seeing if I can actually rush at any point and get a couple of kills from behind. And as I jump, I ended up bouncing into this guy. I was able to snap on. Even though he had armor, I was able to take him out. And because I don't have that suppressor, this guy doesn't know I'm behind him, and I end up coming around, and this guy doesn't know I'm behind him. So a couple easy kills there as my team is kind of taking over that middle section. And pretty much right now, even though I'm not on that B flag, all I'm doing is maintaining that map control. I'm not pushing so deep into the C side so the spawns flip. I'm kind of rotating, trying to make sure I get some easy kills. Looks like this guy gets a little shock drone, come out, take him out. And since I am going on a little bit longer streak, I tend to run crash for that extra ammo and extra score. But one thing I'll touch on that I've touched on in a lot of my different videos is the power positions of every map. And for this specific map, there's pretty much 2 different power positions. There's this location if you're going to be using an SMG, and then the other position is going to be in the house on the opposite side of the map. So knowing that there was going to be multiple targets, I'm already predicting that there's going to be someone there. Broken camera angle, the guy didn't even see me, and now I have my sniper's nest with my Hellstorm. And although normally I'd check to see if there was a 0 on the enemy team before I called in the sniper's nest, I knew I got my streak so fast that there was almost no chance that they already had their specialist ability. And one of the cool things so far is that the spawns haven't flipped. We haven't triple capped and destroyed the spawn control we have. So the enemies have been very predictable, and I've been able to win pretty much every gunfight. Luckily, I was able to gun that guy before his specialist equipment was able to take me out. And then now I'm just kind of seeing what's going on in the map. I know that there's still people coming around this right side. Looks like I got an engagement there. I'm seeing what the teammate's doing. And it looks like we're able to outnumber the guy, and the guy dies before I even get a chance to see him again. The other advantage of locking down this right side for so long is it reduces the risk of your teammates getting flanked by the enemy. It looks like that guy went all the way around, or we could potentially be flipping the spawns. That's really what I'm waiting for. Something to tell me that the spawns have not flipped, and we still maintain these spawns. Because as long as you maintain the knowledge of where the spawns are, you have your spawn flag as well as the middle flag, you're going to be able to dominate pretty much every match you play of domination. And this next engagement, I think I just got a little bit sloppy, missed a few shots, and I really wasn't strafing as much as I probably should have. So now that it spawns out, and if you guys don't think locking down that area contributed to map control and locking down the B flag in the middle of the map, look how quickly it got contested the second I die from that area. Since at the end of the day, I still want to win at a high rate, I go ahead and attack this middle section, make sure I have it locked down. There's not really teammates here, but one of my teammates puts out the absolutely perfect sensor dart, so I know that my back is pretty secure. So all I'm really doing is kind of pre-aiming this area, peeking it every so often, and just kind of seeing what's going on. I called in the extra health boost, so now for every gunfight, I'm gonna have a slight advantage. It does look like they're starting to still sit back there, so I go ahead and come around. It looks like A is being contested or taken over. Go ahead and peek out real quick, see if I can get a little quick kill. End up taking that guy out with assist from my teammate. And overall, I've positioned myself pretty well to maintain that home flag as well as the B flag. Right here, I end up focused on this guy in the middle map and get taken out from behind. Looked at the gameplay over and over, and doesn't really look like there was any indication that there was going to be a guy there. So that was more of a 50-50 decision. I could either cut left and ran head-to-head with that guy, or focus the guy in the middle, got that kill, and got shot in the back. Go a little aggressive to jump in the window here, see if I can get any kind of help. We're not really locking down that area, which someone on our team should be, based off where our spawns are. So you can see how that lack of control led to us losing the objective over on B. And right here, I have a pretty good idea of where they're going to be at. I can go ahead and push forward, take them both out, re-jump on the objective. I see my teammate kind of in that other room, not really doing much as far as map control, but I am in a position where I can lock this down as long as I focus up. Like the guys coming around the back, end up lasering him from that distance. So this gun does have some pretty good range if you can land those shots. And that death right there is pretty much going to be the last death of the match. I pretty much go flawless all the rest of the way, and obviously I still continue to play the objective, control the map as well as the spawn, so that we can actually win the match with ease. So we got a pretty solid lead so far, 94 to 54. So that's a 40-point lead. We're going to carry that over to the second half and maintain this dominance. If you have enjoyed the video, quick reminder, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you'd like to see another gameplay breakdown for a specific weapon or a specific map, go ahead and make sure you hit that down in the comment section below. I can go ahead and start working on that next video. And now that we have the opposite spawns, you're going to see how I control this right side of the map from this position in the building. And again, having the suppressor is very crucial to me, hiding away from the enemy players, be able to get a bunch of easy kills without taking any kind of damage. As I come up to the window, I'm assuming people are at the middle because it's getting captured, so I go ahead and try and take a couple of those out. For whatever reason, I'm again in the guy's blind spot. He runs right past me, end up taking him out before he even has a chance to move, get a little triple kill, and then go ahead and reposition to this other side. In this next little sequence, the UAV is going to be crucial. I know that there's a guy right in front of me, so I go ahead and peek out, easy little kill, have a suppressor, no one else knows I'm there. Go ahead and cycle back to inside the building, seeing if someone's going to run through the doorway. See the guy run by. I don't really get any hit markers. Then I kind of just see if I can take him out. And really, I'm just playing the map. I can see there's a couple of them down right below outside this little window. I go ahead and peek out, see if the guy's there, take him out really quickly, and then go ahead and reposition in a way that's going to allow me to get to my next streak. I go ahead and call on that little ability, and then I'm deciding, hey, do I need to call on a Hellstorm? Let me go ahead and call on that Hellstorm. I was really debating if I wanted to waste that, but a lot of times you can get insta-killed by a war machine, a dog, whatever the case is. So I went ahead and got that easy kill. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you're this close to a streak, you typically want to play your life. So you want to just play as safe as possible, ignoring the objective, because your streak will help with the objective. Do you think that sniper's nest is going to help when someone's capturing B? Of course it's going to help. Obviously, I don't have to run out into the open, end up being an easy target. Anyone jumping on B to try to cap it, they got to stand on there for a good 5-10 seconds, especially if they go solo. They're going to get sniped so easily. So I called it in. Hasn't quite made it in, but it started picking up those kills. And unfortunately, while I was playing my life, I ended up losing B, but we're going to gain B back so quick, it's going to be like it didn't even matter. Overall, you can see how I kind of move around this building, kind of predicting where enemies are going to be, using that mini map to my advantage. We do have a little bit of a UAV action going on. Wasn't able to take that guy out. It's a very risky move to challenge him right away because he's going to be pre-aiming, predicting. So I go ahead and decide to take a different route. That's why I run around this left side, take the long way around, the less predictable way. Go ahead and jump through this window, pre-aim it a little bit, come around, pre-aim. I see a guy there. And then now I know, okay, what do I got to do? Pre-aiming, end up taking that guy out. The other guy's turning around, take him out. Now I got a nice little triple kill. And the suppressor probably gets a little bit of credit for that. That third guy probably would have turned around if I had a regular weapon, because I would have taken out the first guy. We'd had plenty of time to know exactly where I was. And look what happened to the B flag. That was taken over so quickly. It was basically uncontested the second I took out all three of those guys in the window. So right now things are looking pretty solid, but we're at a point where the spawns are going to start to flip. You can see that my teammate is kind of pushing deep into this right side of the spawn. He gets an engagement. He ends up winning that first one. Another one comes around the corner. I decided to jump out and help him out. And unfortunately, at the same time, one of my teammates pushing towards the A flag. You can see him way over there. So it's starting to look like the spawns flip almost immediately. And that's one of the things that takes a lot of practice. You got to have some good awareness to realize the spawns flip that quickly. You can see the guy is over there about to cap A, but hasn't done it yet. And then the enemy team all jumped on C. So we've already got a little bit of a spawn flip going on. And I know if I move back to the C flag quick enough, I can go ahead and stop that full spawn flip from happening, and it'll revert back to the other side. Doesn't look like my teammate jumped on A. They might be trying to elongate the map for whatever reason. But we go ahead and jump over here. I know the strike team's there to help. And then you can see that UAV pass. There's really no one on this side. So I know, okay, let's jump on it. Let's cap it as quick as possible. Throw it on my ammo, get that little bit of extra experience, extra score. And then I go ahead and move forward, knowing that my teammate's going to finish the cap out. Calling in my UAV right away, that gives me the information where all the enemies are. A lot of times when you get these spawn flips, things get a little bit irregular. You're more likely to get shot in the back and you lose map control. That's why B was lost so quick, because we went ahead and tried to capture A, which ended up causing a ripple effect that forced us to lose the B flag as well. So now that we have the C flag, we still got to get that B flag. So I got to cut off this particular area so no one can actually run through here. It gives our teammates a good opportunity to take these people out. Sim shot comes in clutch here. They're taking both those guys out. I'm on a 16 streak. But pretty solid so far this part of the match. I know I'm very close to that next streak, so I'm deciding whether or not I want to flip the spawn or not. Teammate's already on here. I figure I'll take the free points. And now we're in a position where we triple cap. And sometimes you're just going to have to do that. The teammate was already on there. The spawns were already looking to flip. So I kind of had to go with the flow versus going against it. And even though I'm literally in the spawn, an enemy decides to spawn in this back left corner. But considering the team has a triple cap, there's really not much time left in the match to get any more kills. Probably could have gone on a nuclear streak if I kind of stuck with it. But unfortunately, sometimes that's just how the matches end up. That's pretty much the best class setup for the MX9 and Call of Duty Black Ops 4 in action. I also went a little bit more in depth on different flanking maneuvers for this specific map, as well as how you should play domination the smart way. Hopefully you found the video helpful. If you did, please remember to hit that like button so we can get this video over 500 likes. Then again, if you're brand new to the channel and you haven't already and you stuck around to this point, you should probably hit that subscribe button with notifications on so you don't miss out on any of my future content. And if any of you want to stay extra connected to the channel, you can also follow me on Twitter and Twitch, which will be linked down in the description below. Appreciate all the support on the channel and the video. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.